All right guys, we are just about ready to pull this engine back out now so we can finish the welding on these engine brackets. Can't really get to them too good with the engine in there, so we're gonna pull it back out to do that. And while it's out of there, we're gonna pull the whole EGR system off because this is gonna get in the way on the driver's side. This one is gonna hit the intermediate steering shaft, so we gotta get rid of that. No hard feelings though, because I wanted to get rid of it anyway. So all this stuff's gonna come out of here. Then we also got a new belt and a water pump to put on this thing. We got a new transmission oil pan seal and a filter because that was leaking. We're gonna do all that stuff while this thing's out of the truck. But before we pull it out of here, I just want to give you guys a look at what it looks like in its final resting position here. I'm pretty happy with it. I'm very happy with it, in fact. We got everything tucked up in here. As you can see, we're gonna be able to put a big flat skid plate underneath this thing. And the engine's pushed way back, so a lot of that weight's going to transfer to the back wheels rather than if we would have left it sitting way up here. Got the front end set way down in, but still plenty of clearance in there. Of course, we had to notch that oil pan a little bit. That was the only thing that was going to hit. Otherwise, the only thing that's tight is the engine's oil pan. We're literally touching like right here and here. So once that's out of there, we'll make a little more clearance for that. And then of course we're going to box this in to make that strong again. I'm going to actually add some metal over here too. If you're wondering what this stuff looks like, we got the engine out now so you can see how ugly these mounts are before I go and weld them up and make them look pretty. But here's what we got. Really not that bad actually. These washers are going to get welded the whole way around. Of course that's going to get welded in, everything here. And I'm going to gusset these like up here and down here. And all the same on this side, you know, all that stuff's going to get welded up. This is the portion of cross member we had to notch out for that oil pan, and we did take a good bit of material off of it. You can compare it to this side. So this is going to get all boxed back in again, but our oil drain comes out like right here. So I might weld a piece of pipe in right here. That'll open that up so you can just reach up through there with a socket to drain the oil. And here's our transmission cross member. Actually looks pretty stock because, well, it is all stock parts. You know, all we did was tucked it up in so it's not hanging down and bent the tops over to weld on, and that thing turned out pretty good. We're not going to box anything in at the back of it yet because I'm going to wait until I get the rear suspension done, and then we're probably going to box this in completely back to where the tubing starts. So now I'm going to start welding these mounts, and Dustin here is going to pull our exhaust manifolds off so we can totally get rid of that EGR stuff, but don't tell nobody. You know, I'm not worried. The Tacoma didn't come with EGR anyway, so I say it's not needed. You ever hear of Kevin Jones?
Yeah.
Bike BMX guy, Flatlander? He's in this video. Like, it's old school. Yeah, it's old. But it's fucking sick. I don't know if he knows Kid Rock from back then or what. But I'm like, dude, that's pretty cool because Kevin Jones is kind of an underground. At this point anyway, he's underground because he never made like X Games or anything, you know? He was like over by then. But dude, he like invented flatland freestyle. And he's from Europe. Just don't run.